and we have to make decisions faster because AI adoption is happening so quickly in each of our organizations. What you're looking at here is a standard technology adoption curve. Simplified if you know the formal one, but this is basically it. You got your innovators on the left, very early stage. Innovators take on a lot of risk for a decent amount of benefit, right? But they take on the most risk. Some new technology comes out, they're the first ones to adopt it. Forget waiting in line outside the Apple store. These are the ones that are trying to steal the devices that the engineers have and they left behind at the bar, right? Those are your innovators. They're cutting edge because they want the greatest benefits from it. They want to be seen as the cool kids on the block with the latest and greatest thing. Then you got the early majority. The early majority are the ones who are probably waiting outside the door. Maybe they come in first day, maybe they're not willing to camp out. Then you got your late majority. Now your late majority by this point, the technology is pretty standardized. All the risks have been sort of accounted for. It's a safe bet. They're not going to implement some technology and have some major failure or risk a lot of money. They're pretty comfortable that it's been proven, the value is proven. And then you have your laggards. These are your parents or grandparents who still have the flip phones, right? They're not going to change until they're forced to. And they have no control over how the technology is used. Going from left to right, your influence on how the technology is adopted, how it's applied in each of your organizations, decreases over time. The sooner we get involved, the sooner we start to adopt the technology and decide how it's getting used in each of our organizations, the more influence you're going to have in how it's applied, the more benefits you're going to realize. The later you wait, the longer you wait, the less value you have, the less benefits you're going to realize, but most important, the less control you will have over how it affects you, your people, your culture, your workforce. Waiting is still a decision. Wait and see is a tax on your organization's culture. If your company is saying, well, we're going to wait and see what happens, it's costing you money every day because your culture is more likely to become harmed by AI than to see it as an opportunity from that abundance mindset that you can apply to get your people in a better place and reduce the busy work. That's the normal technology adoption curve. Here's more of what the AI technology adoption curve looks like. Innovators, real small. We're past that. We're past that. We're already well into the early majority stage, okay? Our opportunity to decide how AI is used in our organizations is shrinking day by day. And I know that sounds extremist. Come talk to me 6 months, a year or two from now and say if I was right or wrong, all right? I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I'm here to tell you there's people who are already regretting the fact that they weren't involved with AI weeks ago, months ago, years ago, right? It is happening fast. And I know that makes some of you uncomfortable, but if we don't do something now or very soon, we may regret it very quickly. We're already well into the early majority. I don't think the late majority is going to have a lot of say in how AI is affecting their organization, how it's applied. I think those who wait until the late majority are just going to be kind of following what's been instructed to them by other organizations of what the standard is. And then, of course, the laggard's going to be pretty long.